Hey, what's going on? Getting ready to take off over here at Corner Chill and Grill. No, I just, I love making movies and anything with film work, but I also love riding motorcycles, and I have found that, being on your bike, it's just you. I think that's what the real freedom comes from, just you and the machine. So I figured, why not start making videos about places I like going to ride there, to ride away. And this is my Indian Challenger. That's a Mustang seat and a Viking bag. And I'll tell you what, for $500 to set up, including the mount, it's been a godsend. So yeah, I'm out here in Belleville, Illinois, and make sure this, I don't want to get hit. Man, I really hate riding in the city. It's pretty nerve-wracking. Oh, the new up. Thank you. New F-150 waving me by. So, no, I've got close to 6,000 miles on this bike, and I absolutely love it. I always tell people, I had a Victory for a long time, and this is the bike we kept waiting for Victory to make as far as the engine goes and the smoothness. And that was always my complaint with my Victory. Was, it was supposed to be, it was the new American motorcycle. That's how they advertised it. And that's all fine and dandy, but I wish they just would have hired two engineers from Honda or Yamaha and did a once over on the engine. Because while the engine was strong, I just wish it would have been smoother. If I wanted a damn Harley, I would have bought a Harley. I mean, the looks alone, just like the Challenger, this bike, it looks constantly, and I'm always getting compliments on it. But that's what I'm saying with the cross country. I just wish the engine would have been smoother, like a Goldwing, like butter smooth. That's right, everybody's going home. I was telling someone today, as far as, like when you're 16, you really want like a Mustang GT. A loud V8 car, it's fast. You're 16, you don't know any better. You're just a kid. And, the older you can get something like a full-size truck, like a Silverado or F-150 or a Ram or something. It's got a big V8. Like, it's still quick, but it still sounds cool, but there's so much more you can do with it. And that's the way I feel about baggers. If people want to ride sport bikes or, plain Jane bikes, each their own. I don't have a problem with it, but I really think once you own a bagger, it is so hard to go back to something that doesn't have your creature comforts, like, your fairing or your radio. You do get spoiled with it, because I wasn't riding for about a year. They had a Yamaha Venture 2018 before this, and it was a nice bike, and I liked it, but I didn't love it, because that bike was super top heavy, and you're constantly short shifting. With Yamaha, they really dropped the ball with you know, the new Venture, because it has the engine from the Raider, so you think it's just going to be this big old powerhouse, and yeah, it'd pull like a freight train off the line, but you'd run out of steam on top. And this bike doesn't do that. I got power all over the place. The only thing I really done is the tabs 2.5 inch, oh, I just missed a shift, 2.5 inch baffles. I like doing a lot of highway riding, so I don't want it screaming at me. I know a lot of people swear by the zombie baffles, and Freedom does have a 2-in-1 exhaust that's supposed to give you more power and stuff, so it sounds amazing, you know. Like if I was just solely you know, doing a bar hopping bike, that'd be fine, but I don't want to go batty on the interstate. So like I said, we're just going Belleville right now. Oh, I got a stop sign. I think I'm gonna do one more stop before it gets too cold, because right now it's 45. It's supposed to be 55 over the weekend. And you know, there are a lot of nice places. I know, on Facebook, I'm always posting the places I go, and you know, a lot of it are taverns and you know, bar grills. And you don't have to get drunk just because you go to a tavern, because a lot of times I might just do a Vegas bomb, but I'm always drinking unsweet tea. I had to force myself to drink unsweet tea because I was always chasing it down. Usually I was drinking a lot of Mountain Dew and stuff. And when you go for a long ride, I don't get liquored up. I only got 2 wheels holding me up. That's the thing. You go on an all-day ride, going to these different stops. It's like, God, I can only drink so much soda. So now with the tea, you know, that unsweet tea, I don't get that horrible sugar crash when I get home. But I know I think there's a lot of things that, or a lot of places to go that if people knew about, they could have a nice ride there, get a good meal. Because that's what happened too many times to me. I would look up, you know, motorcycle places or biker bars or whatever, and you know, you spend 3 hours driving to this shit, and you spend 3 hours driving there, and it's such a letdown, you know. So no, actually, like here in Southern Illinois, I know riding season is going to be about over for the majority of people, probably me included. I can do short trips, but if you never had heated grips and stuff, the fuck was wrong with that lady? If you never had a bike with heated grips, it does extend your riding. So I'm going to be going to a place I love. I go in this place here. It's called Silver Creek Saloon, and they got really good motorcycle parking. Food's good, you know. Women are nice to look at. I mean, I got a girlfriend, but I don't mind window shopping once in a while, you know what I'm saying? No, but I was just going back to 4, you know, like, you know, owning my last 3 bikes have been baggers and touring bikes, and it just kills me how, you know, I'm not gonna be, obviously I can't do any, you know, canyon carving with this bike, but this bike is as heavy as it is surprisingly agile. And you know, it's like anything else, you respect the bike, it'll respect you. But I think there's too many times that, you know, people go out there and start doing the hot dog stuff and get hurt, and they can't figure out why. I like having fun, you know, I like having fun as much as the next guy, but geez, you just, a lot of common sense goes a long way. That's a nice Mustang. He must have just went to the track recently. He has numbers written on the back window. Oh yeah, and that's something else. This isn't a stock windshield. This is a 16-inch Freedom Shield. And with the Indians, it's you can electronically adjust it. There has been a problem with some kind of motor, or people have been saying like something's going out in it. It's a certain way if you hold down the button too long, and someone does sell a replacement part for it. I haven't any problems with it. You know, I have a long ride shield. It's a 12-inch, and I want to try that out. It's got a light tint, but to me this isn't like my Victory. The Victory seemed to sit up higher, and with this, you know, I do sit more in the bike, but that tall one, I tried a 12-inch Freedom before. It just didn't work out. I think the long ride shields has more of a lip to it. That's what really pushes most of the air over your head. So yep, here we are at Silver Creek Saloon. I'm gonna go in and get a refreshment before it gets too dark. Well, if I wanted to be a real asshole, like I said, I've been coming here for years, but isn't that a beautiful sight? Do a walk around. Like I said, it's a Viking bag, Mustang seats. I do have the power band audio upgrade. You hear it more in the front. In the back, if I'm not wearing a helmet, it's more just to show off at stoplights. But they are making the hard lowers for the bike. Those are road dog lowers. And this is for what you pay for them. I mean, they do their job. It blocks the wind. You know, my legs are a lot warmer, obviously, if I didn't have them. But my biggest complaint is that when you're on the interstate, the wind blows it in, and it makes shifting not difficult. It just makes it awkward because, you know, my foot, you see right there, like my foot's constantly hit that. Indian did come out with hard lowers, and I cannot wait to get them. And when they do, when they are released, I am going to put the speakers in the Indian hard lowers and stuff. But no, anybody coming from a Victory, if you ride this Challenger, it's like, I tell people this is a Victory 2.0. It's like seeing an old friend you haven't seen for a while, and I absolutely love it. So hey, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and we'll catch you later. Stay safe.